Welcome back to the third episode here of 5 Parsecs from Home with the crew known as Hope's Lost on the ship Mass Simulator. We are currently on the planet Neville 1 in the town of Bristine's Landing. They're the Ivy League school, apparently. And we just completed our turn 2, our first victory in combat. And as we had left in episode 2, the crew comes back jubilant for their victory. They're spoils. They have enough money to pay to repair the ship. And they find their captain, Laura, has disappeared with a small note saying, "I'll be back soon, don't leave," basically. And the crew is kind of left a little flabbergasted with it. They're split half and half, lore-wise, inside the argument of my head about what they should do, whether they should go tearing off after the captain, whether they should hunker down. None of them is willing to really abandon the captain, but it leaves them in a little bit of a sticky spot. We currently have 5 rivals and a patron mission that we have to accomplish this turn or else it disappears. And I don't want to even begin to guess what it will be like to not have that patron, or if you fail a patron mission. It's not a lot of fun looking things. So, as we begin turn 3, we have to pay in our upkeep. We've got to pay the crew. So we go from 5 credits down to 4. Maybe. There we go. All right, so we are down to 4 credits. Our debt goes up 1, and we've got to decide how much we want to pay. We do get 1 credit back because of the purifier. We're providing some nice clean water to the masses here of Neville 1. And then we've got, you know what, we're going to spend 2 credits, leaving us with 3, so that we can drop that debt back down below 20. I mean, we're nowhere near of it being repossessed. We've got, I think it's till 75 credits. Let's look down. Yep, 75 credits until they start to go after us. But at 31, we have to start owing 2 to interest. So let's definitely keep it away from the 30 range. So with Laura Norinth, she's going to be down to needing to be in sickbay for 2 turns, and she's away for 1 more turn after this, hopefully trying to get herself healed. Admittedly, Jeroen Greenback, the guy who came from the lower part of the mega city, looking for love, a little bit of a punk, he's a little bit more worried. He's got that romantic side. Here's our captain, our tried and true captain. She's gone missing. So a little bit worried there. Victor Van Vanderthrust isn't worried at all, but at least not about the captain, but he is really starting to get anxious about this patron mission. It's an old friend, old contact, stuff like that. And yeah, he is happy though about that past battle. Him being able to own is a big deal. Adel, he's kind of, yeah, he's biding his time. Think it's not the right time to kind of try and pull a power play. But he's starting to see where there might be a possibility in the future. Bree is kind of like with Victor. She's super excited. Word around the colony has gotten out that these guys actually were able to beat back those bounty hunters. So you get a little bit more of that fame. And Chun, she's ecstatic. She thought she got with this crew. We lost that first battle. We lost money. Our ship was damaged. It just was not going well. So, yeah, for us to come back with some wealth, she's happy. So, for the most part, our crew is, fluff-wise, is kind of happy. But Victor Van Vanderthrust is going to go ahead and take over kind of as a second in command, going, hey, we've got this patron mission. We got to do this patron mission. sits down with all the crew and goes, you know, hey, it's my butt on the line. We've done this. We can do this. We can get some extra money while we're waiting for the captain to come back. So he tells everybody to go ahead, and everybody's going to be decoys. We're going to have 5 decoys this time for the campaign turn. Another situation to where we're not going to be able to do any trade, not going to be able to get out and explore the planet. We are strictly trying to avoid all of these rivals we've built up, because we've got to do this patron mission. And with all 5 of the remaining crew that's available doing decoy, there's no possible way for us to be ambushed when it comes to the rival role. So we'll go ahead and scroll on down. And if I remember correctly, we have 2 campaign turns after that first one. So it has to be done now. We have to do it. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and scroll down. Decoy. We're not doing any trading. All right. All right. Just so we get some chat in. There we go. So that we can respond if anybody decides to show up. Okay, so one thing I wanted to double check is we've got our so we get 3 extra credits, VIP and hazard. So let's see. Oh, a random enemy will have a +1 toughness and a final combat skill of +2. So that's something to keep aware of for our hazard. And then we didn't roll anything else. So with everybody going off and dealing with all being decoys for everybody, we'll go ahead and get to see if we can check for any rivals. Roll a d6 and we add 5. So we get 8. So yes, our rival will not bother us. So we will actually be able to go out for the patron job. So let's go ahead and scroll down to see what it's like to actually do a patron battle versus the Charlie Foxtrot that we've been dealing with all of these damn rivals. So as soon as I can find the great evil rainbow dice, what are our deployment conditions? 16. No condition. Hey, I'm okay with that. We don't need any more of this thing going nuts. So let's go ahead and take a look at our patron. If there's any notable sites, as I'm adjusting things to make that dice roll a little bit more stable. There we go. Okay. So do we have any notable sites? A 12. Nothing special. So this is a completely, nothing to be there. We're just strictly on this secret agent mission from the secretive, group. All right, so we will be doing a patron mission. We need a D10. We'll use a D100 because it's late. I'm not going to try and find a D10 in all the mix. So we are looking at a 3. We have eliminate. Oh yeah, the crew of the mass simulator is going to be going out to eliminate somebody for the secretive group. So let's take a look at it. Eliminate. Select a random enemy figure. They are the target. If they are killed, you win the mission. If the target would bail from the battle, put a marker next to them and leave them in place. For the next round, the target cannot move, but may shoot and fight it normally. If you fail to kill them, they escape this final round. They make good on their escape, and the mission has failed. Oh. All right, so let's go ahead and start setting up our encounter. So, encounter type, eliminate. Oh no, this is a patron mission. And we have, okay, I don't know why all that stuff's showing up, but hey, whatever. This is eliminate. Oh, that's why everything's going nuts. We were typing on the wrong one for some reason. This was a rival. And then I can't remember what the deployment condition is, but that's fine. So, eliminate. As I don't spell that at all. Eliminate. All right. Or nope, that's the, we don't have any special conditions. Okay. We're dealing with an eliminate. Now, who are we having to fight? Okay. So, on the enemy category table, it is a patron mission. So we roll D100 again. Getting a 16 again. All right. So for patron, 16 is some criminal elements. We are fighting some criminal elements. I like that. So our secret group, our secret patron, wants us to eliminate some criminals. Maybe they're fighting against some competition in the criminal world. I mean, we are talking secretive groups here. But who knows? Let's see. When engaging any opponents from this list, there's an increased chance of a bounty being available. When setting up, roll 1d6. If the score is 1 to 3, that many bonus credits will be paid out if you held the field. That's nice. Career criminals tend to get involved when rolling to see if a defeated criminal group becomes a rival. You got to roll 2d6 with one on either dice indicating you've acquired them as rivals. And if I roll snake eyes, which if you watch this channel, you know that's going to happen, they become hated. They become rivals and increase their numbers in encounters by 1 in all battles. So, what kind of evildoers are we fighting for these criminal elements? 88. So, well, let's go ahead and put that in. When setting up, roll a 1d6. You know what? We'll go ahead and do that now. Why not? Roll low, Ed. No, 4. We don't get any extra credits. Of course not. All right, so 88. Starport Scum. All right, so we've got +3 to the numbers. That's no good. Okay, so first we got to see how many of these guys are we actually facing here. So let's go ahead, pull these 2 dice out. You roll 2d6, take the higher of the number. Well, we're already looking at 6. Oh yeah, we were definitely screwed getting boxcars. We've got 9 of these guys in total. All right. Any of the Starship facilities, low levels, waiting to see. Friday Night Warriors. When a scum is slain, all allies within 6 inches will retreat a standard move at their base speed directly back towards their own battlefield edge. So these guys are kind of brave, but they don't like muscle. So 9 total. They have a panic of 1 to 3. Their speed is 4. They have a 0 combat skill. Now I do have to apologize. I did mess up on the last episode. We weren't really taking combat skills into consideration on both sides. So I'm not too upset about it because Victor wasn't getting his bonuses, but neither were the enemies. And they are toughness 3. So we really are just kind of facing run-of-the-mill dudes. AI is D, and the weapons is 1A. So now we need to go back up and see just how many of these guys. Let's write that down too, that they run away. All right, so we've got that note in there. Now let's go ahead and see just how many specialists and craziness I have to deal with. All right, so enemy numbers, specialists and lieutenants. So we have 2 specialists and we have a lieutenant. So we've got an LT. He's actually going to go right down here because those are base stats for everybody. Specialist 1, Specialist 2. And actually, it doesn't matter because they're both going to have the same weapons and everything else. So our 2 specialists, we're going to have 2 of them. We're going to have 1 LT, which means we have 6 of these spaceport scum trying to fight with us. All right, so let's see. Do. They carry a blade. We know we've got a blade. And then the lieutenant has a combat skill of +1. So the LT is at +1. And then I don't think the LT can run. But we'll get into that. Unique individuals. Oh boy. All right. Roll 2d6. And then on a 9-up, we have to deal with a unique individual. No, we do not have to deal with a unique individual this time. Thank the gods. I'm already not looking forward to 9. 9v5? What? All right. Let's see. All right, so for the specialist, the panic is 1 to 3. Speed is 4. 0. 3. LT, they can't panic. Speed is 4. Toughness is 3. All right, now we go down to weapons table. Scrolling down. Maybe. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. All right, enemy weapons. So our guys are D for AI and 1A. So for our weapons, what is everybody running around with? They are running around with scrap pistol and blades. Then what are our specialists running around with? Handgun and ripper swords. All right, so we know we've got blades. Then we've got scrap pistol. Then we have handgun and ripper sword. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the weapons. So all right. So with the ripper sword, we'll work our way backwards. That's a range of brawl. And the ripper sword does have one. All right, then we go to handgun. We got a 12-inch range. Handgun has one shot, and it is a pistol. Then we've got the scrap pistol. And we should know this one already. That's a 9-inch range. One shot. And that is a pistol. All right, so this is going to be all kinds of fun. Yeah. All right, then let's go ahead and take a look at what we're looking at for AI. What are we looking at for AI? Tactical and defensive. Setup divided evenly among 3 teams. Teams should be placed 8 inches apart. Hey, the little one's here. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Kids and the wife just got home. So yeah, liking that. They went out and had some fun time with the family. Okay, so like I was saying, defensive setups divided among 3 teams. We got 9 guys, so there'll be 3. So we're gonna have an LT in this middle formation, specialist, and 2 other dudes. And then what does defensive mean? let's take a look. All right. Where are our AIs? Did I miss them somewhere? All right. All right. Defensive enemies will advance to weapons range, but will remain in their initial half of the table, and will remain in cover and behind terrain whenever. Once in position, they will fire from those positions, which is going to be interesting because these guys are not set up for that. They're more set up for got to get into melee. So it'll be interesting to see how this comes out. All right, so we've got to get 9 spaceport scum set up, as well as our tables. So let's go ahead and switch over to table view. And that is not table view. That's the souped up version of the camera. And we've got to adjust this back. A little bit. Sorry, I thought I had this all set up, but apparently it's not liking it. Of course, that's how it would be. And we don't like 10 FPS. Which one did I have it set up on? Not that one. Sorry about this, guys. I think I need, there we go. That's the one I had it set up on. All right, so there is our battlefield. Let's take a look at what we need to do as towards setting up some terrain. Okay, so we will have, this is our side of the terrain battlefield. That will be their side. We get 2 large pieces of terrain. They recommend that they be big enough for people to stand on. So since we're in the spaceport, we're going to go a little bit more on the industrial side of things. So we will actually have, because of how thematic this is, we will actually be setting up the 2 large pieces of terrain like that. Our guys have come in to try and squash one of these targets. They have some information, our secretive group that we our patrons for us don't want us to have. So yeah, we're gonna have to try and kill the guy who has the stuff. And because they're Friday Night Warriors, we're gonna have to try and fight them on their turf inside the spaceport. And then we've got some of this cool linear terrain thanks to our good friend Luke. He got these all painted up for us. They are beautiful looking. Get this set up like that. And then we will also go ahead and put out, we got like the robots. We got some more piping. You know what? To give ourselves some cover, we're going to go ahead and say there's a airport kind of HQ. And there we go. I think we should probably give them one more piece to hide behind. What do you guys think? One more piece? I like one more piece. Let's give them something else they can hide behind. There we go. So probably a little bit more terrain than the book calls for, but I don't care. That's what we like. We can do this our way. Okay, so we need 9 spaceport scum. Let's take a look at what that will look like. All right. For today, we'll continue using GW products because that's what I mostly have. We're going to have this guy as our lieutenant from Blackstone Fortress. I'm going to put him there. Then, for our 2 specialists, we'll have the 2 mutant psyker dudes. Specialist 1, Specialist 2. Now we need 6 more rough and tough, batshit crazy spaceport guys. So we've got this one. Let's see. This one. This dude. So we're at 6. We just need 3 more. 3 more thugs. Where are you all? This guy. Apparently we have some guys that are trying to mate. Don't you love that when you store some plastic figurines and then they end up having sex with each other? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 more. We'll have this guy. All right, the reason why I've set them up like this instead of the tactical is we do need to do some rolling to see who is our target. And then if there's anything else that we need to do. No, I think it was just the one that was the target. So, got them lined up like this. We'll put the LT on the end. So 1 through 9, 10, rolling on a D10 will cause us to re-roll. So let's see. Do we have a D10? All right, we'll use the great percentage dice just to see. So number 3. So this guy right here is our target. The guy with the leather mask. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. Eliminate leather mask. Leader mask. Yeah, that makes absolute sense. All right, now we'll go ahead and set things up. As stated, we've got our LT. He's actually going to be set up there. We'll go ahead and put the guy we're supposed to be fighting and those 2 there. Then we've got our 2 specialists up here. And they both have some guys with them. So they kind of knew we were coming. You know, as people were approaching the spaceport and looking around, they saw us coming, so they were able to kind of get into position and try and take us on. So now normally you can't set up within 18 inches, but this board is so small, there's just no way. So we're going to start everybody off right behind this little command post. There we go. And there's our little crew of Hope's Lost. Alrighty, so with that being said and done, it is now time to start doing some rolling and seeing if we get some seize the initiative and other fun stuff. So, here we go. We only have one dude with savvy, so that's going to be rough. But we've done it before. So, to check to see if for some way, somehow, we actually have pulled the initiative. I'm going to roll 2d6, looking for a 10 plus. Well, 9 plus, because we do have one savvy. 9 plus. No, with the 5 we do not. Okay, then we roll to see who's acting quickly on our crew here. All right, our good friend Victor Van Vanderthrust will get the chance to go faster. Yep, that's going to be fun. Okay, then we go into the battle round. Slowly, we'll get down there. Sorry. All right. Okay, so we are going to see Victor Van Vanderthrust going to take his quick action. He is going to do his speed of 4. He's basically going to go up 2 and move 2 forward, giving himself some cover. And he's going to try and take a pot shot. You know what? I just realized I messed up. I'm going to rewind it a little bit just because with these guys being all the way up here with their weapons, they can't do anything. So they're not going to be standing out on top. They're going to be kind of down in their buildings, taking cover like so. So it doesn't look great for the camera, but that's a more thematically correct situation. So, and then we've got our guy who absolutely does not want to get away or does not want to be shot, chilling there. We got some guys lined up against the edge. So Victor will still have a shot at some of these. All right, he's going to have a shot over here at this guy. So, taking aim with his infantry laser, the gun that has helped him out so much. He gets one shot. Now they are in cover. If you go base to base, yep, we're going to go ahead and give him cover because they're pressed up against the wall. So we're normally looking for 6s, but with his combat, we're looking for 4s. And he misses. So that's it for him. Okay. These guys, playing defensive, are just going to huddle back. They're not even going to try and shoot. They've got the advantage. They're just going to kind of tuck underneath cover after seeing everything that happened there. All right. Then we go to the other guys. So, going with our good friend here, Chun. She has a speed of 5. So she's going to go 3 to get to there. Then 2 puts her right there so that she's got cover against anybody coming around that way or that way. Bree Fa. She's also got a speed of 5. There's 3 and 2. She's also there. All right, Garund. Got a speed of 4. So that's just going to put him right on the opposite side there. And Altel also has a speed of 4. So what these guys are thinking to try and get their target, they know the target's there. They're going to swing out this way, take out these groups, and try and fight those guys. And that is it for the end of the first turn. This time we will use a dice of time. We will pay attention. So, dice of time, end of the first round. We go to the second round. And got 5 dice. Looking for some 1s and 2s. Okay, the 1 has to go to Bree because she's the feral. The 2 is going to go to Victor. And that leads us onwards. So, moving fast. Victor, carrying the grenades, is going to have to come up off of his high tower. So, you got 2-inch movement there. And then 2-inch movement down. He's actually going to take a risk and come down there. And you know what? Since he's not going to shoot, he's going to go the extra 2 inches. Get him up against that pipe. Then Bree here, with her 5 inches, if she's there. No, just out of range. So she's actually going to do her run, putting her at 7 inches there. All right, that is it for the quick people. Let's see. They are playing defensive. And their handguns can go a little bit further. Handgun can go 12 inches. So, oh yeah. Actually, I was just curious about that. Just shy of 24. That's fine. But we got some width. All right. But that's only the specialists that have the handgun. Everybody else has the scrap pistol and blade. It's the specialists that have the handgun and the ripper sword. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. No, you know what? They're still going to play defensive. They're going to make these guys come to them. So they're all just going to chill and hide behind that wall. All right. So then that leads to these guys. Garund, he has a speed of 4. So he's going to spend his 2 to catch up there. He's going to spend his 2 to catch up there. Now, Thoth is actually going to try Chunthoth with her speed of 5. And try and see if she can't get an angle on one of these guys. So if we look down, look from her point of view, yep, that gives her direct line of sight onto one of these guys. We're still going to give them cover because they are pressed up against the wall, but she's going to be able to try and take a pot shot at them. So with her colony rifle, with 18 inches, she might not have the range. Nope, she does not. So never mind. She's not doing anything. And that ends turn 2. Then we go ahead and see, because we like doing these battle events. We are going to roll a D100. that's right. That didn't work out so well because my table's a little bit on the broke side. We need another D10. Oh, my horse. Or my kingdom, my kingdom, my kingdom for a horse. My table, my table. My table for a D10. You're never here when you need them. I'm telling you. Never ever. Let's see. And yeah, I know, you're not supposed to have dead time during a live stream. You're supposed to be prepared. Come on, Ed, be prepared. But no, of course, I'm not prepared. One of my D10s has just gone up and missing. Here we go. D10. So, what is our battle event? Rolling 6D. Environmental hazard. Select a random terrain feature. Any figure currently in, on, or within one of it must take a 1d6 plus savvy and achieve a 5 plus. Enemies roll 1d6 and must roll a 4 plus, or take a +1 damage to hit, ignoring any armor saves. Oh, crap. All right, so at the end of the second battle round, one of these terrain features is going to detonate. So, to prevent an instant wipe, because these are actually a couple different things, we're going to split it to where this counts as one, this counts as another. So we've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no. Oh no. We've got major party wipe possibilities here. Oh, no, 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 no. But on the flip side, this is going to be awesome, because if this detonates from, we'll see whichever place it detonates from, damage +1 to hit, they could end up killing everybody for us, which would be epic. So we are looking for a 2, but realistically, we are okay with 2, 1 through 3, or 6. No 4s, no 5s. 1. Okay. So these guys right here, as we closed up, they were pressing up against the walls. You know what happens in a spaceport. You've got fuel lines. You got other things going on. One of these weekend warriors pressed the wrong button, switched the wrong valve while he was pressed up against it. And now this structure explodes out in flames. And yeah, these guys have to take, let's see if end of them have to do a, yeah. So enemies roll 1d6 and roll a 4 up. So the 10 will be for the specialist inside. The red will be for the 2 dudes. All right, so one of the guys survives. Doesn't have to do it. He started to smell the gas. Things went bad from there. Now, the specialist and the other dude have to do a damage +1 to hit. So they normally are toughness 3. With this 2, basically, these 2 dudes are knocked out unless we have 1s. Oh, wow. All right. So this hull right there, that nice piece of the spaceport, just detonated. And the specialist and one guy just got fragged. So doink, doink. Leaving just that one dude to go. Holy crap, I can't believe I just survived that. That's epic. Wow, 2 guys down at the end of turn 2. And because it happened at the end, do we have to do the run? Let's see. At the end. So let's see how this lines up. I'm going to say yes, they do. Why not? I mean, obviously, you just saw 2 dudes just get blown to hell. So, yeah, yeah. So, And they run on a 1 or 3, so we might have 2 more to run. We do have 2 more to run. So we're going to say this dude, because it's only thematic, he runs away. And then one of these guys, because the LT's holding them pretty close. We'll say one of these guys runs. And says, screw that. So at the end of turn 2, we saw 2 guys get blown up. And then 2 more guys run after that going, hey, we only do this on the weekends. We're not willing to die for this dude who's pissed off, the equivalent of the CIA in this universe. And then we go to turn 3. Okay, so do we have anybody that gets to go fast? We've got a 2, which we're going to go ahead and give to Victor. Then everybody else stays back. So Victor, after seeing that marvelous explosion over there, seeing a guy run away, seeing another dude run over there, seeing that we've got the upper hand, we like this. And he carries some frag grenades. So let me double check what frag grenades do. So we've got 6-inch movement. Two shots, and then heavy area. All right. So he is, with his 5 movement, 4 movement, 4 speed. You know what? With his 4 speed, he's just going to run right over here and get ready to jump over and throw a grenade. That's what he's going to do. Now for the enemy. That scared the crap out of them. And they can tell things are coming, so they're going to try and consolidate and get some people together. So these guys, with their 4-inch movement, 4-inch speed, they are actually, these guys are just going to cuddle up even closer underneath that building, and these guys are going to settle back and get even further into that building. Going, nope, we are not dealing with this crap. All right. Then it is our normal guy's turn. So Chun, you got a handgun and a colony rifle. You like that. So you're going to go 5 inches over here and try and sneak up on these guys. Bree, you're a big badass. You're going to get up right here. And you do have a shot if you got the 9-inch range, which I think you do. So you're going to take a pot shot. Unfortunately, you can't shoot at our objective. Oh, wait, nope. I think I made a mistake. Everybody within 6 inches. Because they're weekend warriors. Okay, yeah, no. Nobody was going to run back towards their battlefield edge. All right, so with 1 shot, with your scrap pistol, you don't have any combat skills, so you are looking at a 6. No. Okay, Gerard is basically just going to run to stay up behind you. Altel is going to stack up behind that, but he's going to end up being out in the open. And that is it for turn 3. We go to turn 4. All right. Do we see any 1s or 2s? We need lots of 1s. Okay, for the first time, our good friend Victor Van Vanderthrust doesn't get to go first. He's going to have to go to Bree because she is the feral. And yeah, so she is going to take her 5, kind of come around the building right there. And be out in the open. You know what? Nope. They're going to play it smart. These guys are playing it smart. They're going to play it smart. She's actually going to hold back and do the special action, the snapshot. So she's going to stay without action. Then it goes to the enemy's turn. Well, the enemy, who chose to try and ransom the CIA with all this good information. And yeah, this LT and this other dude are going to go, oh, hell no. So they're going to float up. That LT is going to get out in front and start taking some heavy-duty shots. He's going to shoot at Altel. This guy is going to shoot at Bree. So, the LT shooting at Altel with the handgun. Oh no, he's got the scrap pistol. He can't. 9 inches. Oh yeah, with the scrap pistol, he's fine. So, shooting at the wide open Altel. He's got his +2. No, +1. So, Altel's out in the open. So, normally that's a 3. Goes to a 2. Does hit. We're at toughness 3. Altel is taken out for being out there in the open. That's unfortunate. Okay. The other person shooting at Bree, needing a 6. Nothing. Okay. And then... So hold on. With that snapshot, we might actually have to back this up because I think Bree would get a chance to shoot. Let's see. All right. Yep. She will actually fire at the LT. So Altel might still be alive. So firing there. We need a 6 because she's firing and he's in cover. Oh, she actually gets it. Will she save? Oh, actually, she did just save him, and she knocked the LT out. So this is kind of dangerous. So the LT's knocked out. He's gone. But now everybody here is going to move towards the board, which is good because it'll put them out in the open. Let me see. when a scum is slain, all allies within 6 inches will retreat a standard move at their base speed directly towards their battlefield edge. That's not good. And then eliminate. Okay, that's only if they bail. So, the way they worded this, I'd love to hear somebody else's interpretation on it. But with that Friday Night Warrior, I would say that it's something that they have to do immediately, and it doesn't count towards their action. But I could also see where that is one of the things. So we're going to play it more kind of like how some of these others, that their next move has to be a base movement back towards their battlefield edge. So these guys have a base speed of 4. So both of them are just going to go, oh, hell no, and run, and that also eliminates their shot. All right, then over here, with these specialists and everything else, they're just going to wait to have somebody come around the corner like her and take the shot there. All right, which then takes us to turn 5, but we get to do yet another battlefield condition thing. And rolling the dice that's actually on the camera, Ed. 39. So, what is our battlefield situation with a 39? 39, snap fight. Select a figure in your crew. They may fire a weapon immediately. If it's a pistol, it hits otherwise, or they get to roll it. So, out in the open, Victor Van Vanderthrust is going to try and take a pot shot at our objective. So, let's see. I want to double check and see if so I'm wondering if you can shoot neutrally default, linear objects, shooting past things. Ah, no. All right, so the green dude is providing line of sight blocking for the other dude. We can't shoot. All right, but Victor Van Vanderthrust is going to take a snapshot with this infantry laser. One shot, looking for a, basically, as long as I don't roll 1. He gets it. Does he kill? He does. Green guy is down. Oh, we forgot to roll for LT. No. Oh, yeah. One of them does run. Okay. I forgot it. So one of them doesn't run, because then I would have had green dude run, and then that shot would have gone for there. So I forgot it. I don't get that free nice Easy shot. All right. Now we go to... All right, when does the enemy start running? Because they've lost like a whole bunch of their guys. No, they're still good. So even though they're Friday Night Warriors, they've lost over half of their group. They're still in it. So we're going to go ahead and go for 5. We need some 1s and 2s, or else this dude is going to run away. Holy crap! So all 3 of these guys are going to go, and Victor Van Vanderthrust is going to go. That was insane. And then just to remember, Bree was the one to first take somebody out. So she's going to get that extra XP for shooting. Because you had this dude and this dude run or die. Then you had those 2 guys run. And then the lieutenant was the actual first kill. So, yeah. So Bree's going to go. So Victor Van Vanderthrust is going to jump over here. Go out 4 inches. And he's going to take a shot. But can't miss, really. Oh, yeah. Definitely hits. And does he kill? Yep. He kills. So, mission accomplished. We have killed our target. And now, if you have achieved your objective, your enemy may give up. So, 2d6 for cautious or defensive tactical deployments. So, before these guys even get a chance to get in there, if either of these is a 1, they immediately run. And there's the 1. These Friday Night Warriors all run off of the field. We have no casualties this time, and we completed our objective. Yes! So, turn 3 is a resounding success for the crew of Hope's Lost, or the crew known as Hope's Lost. They're on the ship Mass Simulator. And yes, so we held the field and we're victorious. So now we go on to post-battle. So now we've got to swing on back over to the other page, 5 parsecs. We'll go ahead and get that source added back in, just so we don't have to deal with it. Devices, video. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. So, we need to see if they become a rival, which would give us 6. So, no 1s here, Ed. Okay, they do not become a rival, which is great. If you succeed in a patron mission, you can already we already have them. So we didn't do a quest. There's none of that fun stuff. What did we get for this mission? Plus 3 credits. Oh, we forgot to do the VIP. Whoopsie! I knew we were forgetting something. That's what you get, Ed, for doing this way too damn late. All right, so we'll kind of skip the VIP. We get the +3 credits. We're still learning how to play this game. So we get an additional D6 credits. So we're already getting 3. We've got 9 credits now. Holy crap. So far, 9 credits. Let's go and put that on here. Go from 3 to 9. Battlefield finds. We definitely held the field. So what did we get? That is an 89. Vital info invasion evidence. Turn this information to get a corporate patron automatically on this world. Okay, so we just got a new patron. Sweet. So not only was the this guy holding on information against the local CIA kind of intelligence group that Victor knew, they also, as we were rummaging through the bodies and the leftovers, found information that they were using to bribe a corporate entity as well. These guys were just trying to bribe everybody, apparently. So now we have a corporate patron, which is awesome. All right, gather the loot. Roll once on the loot table. All right. So loot table. We'll get to it. So we roll once on the loot table. Now we go for experience. Laura did not participate. Bree survived in 1 and inflicted the first casualty, so she gets 4. So she's up to 6. Chun is now up to 7. Altel, because of the miracles that are the dice, is now up to 6. Garund is now up to 9. And Victor Van Vanderthrust is up to 3. So we are going to end up having our good friend Garund. He's going to pump up his combat to a +1, and it's going to cost him 7. So he's down to 2, but his combat is now +1. And that combat is +2. I think everybody else is going to hold off because, oh no, Chun, she is going to drop down to 0 to get her combat up to +1. Because apparently we're going to be doing a lot of fighting, so we need to see these guys get pumped up. So the first upgrades we're going to see at least in the combat. Let's see. Okay, so there's that. We're not doing any advanced training because this planet is too damn expensive. We're not going to spend any credits. We're not that rich yet. So for a loot table, let's go ahead and skip down and do a loot table real quick. Then we'll do campaign and character. So loot table, rolling the D100 of Doom. That is an 88. Reward, roll once on the rewards subtable. We like rewards. Rewards can be good. $55. Valuable materials. Apparently, we have struck it rich on this table here. So 1d6 + 2, we get an additional 4 credits. bringing us up to 13 credits. That is beautiful. So, not only did we get another patron from fighting off that dude that was blackmailing our CIA contact, our intelligence contact, but on his body we found that he was trying to blackmail a corporate office. So now we've got some beautiful extra cash that he was carrying around. So now let's go ahead and do a campaign event. So with the campaign event, we're not currently being invaded. I need to do a video that talks a little bit more about invasions and whatnot. But yeah, so far we're not being invaded. That's really, really good. So campaign event, here we go. 21. So one of our rivals was not happy on the fact that they couldn't find us. In fact, it's going to be the bounty hunters because they got their butts kicked. So now the bounty hunters are really mad at us and they will follow us. They're now a nemesis. And now they've got +1 to numbers, which is going to be brutal. That is not fun. Talk about ending on a low note. Oof. Okay, so we've got 5 guys available because technically the captain is off planet. So now we've got to see which character. So 1 through 5, following this table. So Laura's gone, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So re-rolling ones on the roll. Let's see who has to do the character event table. So Nora can't do it. Laura can't do it. Laura cannot do it, dice gods. Come on. All right, 3. So this time it's Bree. Bree's having a personal event. Let's see what happens. 29. You are not sure you're really the same person anymore. Roll on the motivation table and change that motivation. You do not receive any items or resources, but if the new motivation would have an ability score bonus, earn 1 XP for each +1 ability score you would have received normally. If you roll the current motivation, you become particularly self-assured and gain 1 story point. So, going back to 26, or page 26. Motivation. So 3. You were in it for the fame. So that's 1 wealth. Or no, you were in it for the fame. But now you're in it for the wealth. So after seeing after that last fight, seeing the sheer staggering number of credits come rolling in, Bree no longer was in it to just get known. Now she just wants to get rich. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we get to keep any of this money. 1d6. I don't think we get to keep it. Let's double check. That's campaign event table. Let's look for personal character. It was you do not receive any items or resources. So unfortunately, we don't get to keep that money. But now Bree is in it for the wealth. She loves how much money this team has just brought in. She cannot wait. She wants more. And yes, So that will end turn 3 of our 5 Parsecs from Home adventure. We now have 2 patrons. We still have 5 rivals. We have a quest, and I have an idea for the quest, but there's not much point in doing it until we clear out some of these rivals or go off planet. So I'm going to leave that. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks to the couple people that stopped by, took a look. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, please leave anything in the comments about some of the rules, any questions, anything you'd like to see happen, what models I should use for enemies in some of the coming stuff. And thank you very much. You guys have a good night.